Okay, this is going to be a quick walkthrough of our new proposal process. As you can see, we're starting on the Interflow page. This would be your appointment coming up or the appointment you're submitting a design request for. If your design request has already been submitted, then you'll have a green bar. If it's gray like this one down here, then it means you need to go ahead and submit it. Make sure you're doing your due diligence and verifying that these have been submitted so that we can go ahead and complete a design for you. It doesn't hurt to come in here and double check the data, add your utility bill if you need to, and include any necessary notes that we need to know, like needs a new roof. This is handy information that you can also drop on your dispo, but certainly good if you put it in the design request. All right, once we have your request, we'll complete your proposal and then go ahead and email it to you. Once you get your email, once you get your proposal to your email, you'll go ahead and click on My Estimate here, and it'll redirect you to the Solargraf proposal. Now this will load up. Here's our cover page. It'll tell you system size, customer name, and address. And you're going to scroll down and start your presentation. So here's the system design. As you can see, we have a few different options here for you to talk about, as well as the payment type and the default loan option. Below the design image here is going to be a summary of this proposal. Here's your environmental factor to cover. Here's your usage breakdown. This is the percentage of offset. This is a 43% offset system. And it'll actually tell you what their annual production is and what their annual production and consumption are. Here's your monthly breakdown. Make sure you cover this because this is in the contract. And you can see it's interactive, so you can see month to month what it's showing. If you have a battery customer, you can actually talk about production. You'll have months where you're overproducing, and this is you're going to your battery, right? So you have plenty of options here to show production value. You'll want to click on Show Estimated Savings and go over the month-by-month details. This is the same as it is on the PDF. Of course, interactive, so you can see some more information running behind these numbers. Here's the yearly breakdown, same as on the PDF, also interactive. Here's your material sheet, how many panels, what kind of panels. This will always just be defaulted to optimal configuration for whatever size system you're proposing. Flush mount, if it's a flat roof, it'll say flat. If it's a ground mount, it'll say ground. If they have batteries that you requested, that'll show up here. And here's the pricing tab. This is the cost breakdown that you find on the PDF. Here's their base price, their incentive, their net cost. So this is going to be their finance price right here. As you can see, that matches the loan amount, their interest rate, term, 18-month payment, utility bill after solar, and their combined payment, which is their loan payment and their new utility bill here, right? If they don't pay down the ITC, here's what their 106 payment goes up to. All right, and then here's our project timeline. So over here you see we have three options. I'm going to scroll back up to the top, cover these options. So here's option one, only solar. We'll include different options based off the request. So if you tell us, hey, they need a ground mount, then we'll do one with a ground mount, one without a ground mount. Or hey, they want to see one with just solar and one with battery backup, whole home backup. So you'll have one for solar and one for just battery backup. In this example, I'm showing you what it would be like if you had two designs that we did with a CT option and tree trim. So let's just pretend there's a big tree back here that you would need to get trimmed back, and you can put a counter tilt here. So we click on tree trim counter tilt, and now you can see our design has changed. It's changed our price, system size, everything will be reflected, offset increases, everything changes. And then if this is actually a solar plus roof job for Jacob, so we'll click on solar plus roof with no counter tilts, and this will show you the roof price here in the cost breakdown. One thing to note about roofs is that we're going to take the dealer fee and attach it to the solar. So this is always going to show you what the cash price is of the roof, and the dealer fee that's attached to that, which in this case it's like $3,000 or $4,000, Actually, you can see right here. Here's the solar only. Here's the dealer fee with the roof attached to the solar price. That way, the total price here for the solar panel system is what is qualifying for the tax credit, as these roof replacements will not qualify for the tax credit. And then down here, your loan options, of course, just same as before. Now, let's say you have a adder option. We go back to that tree trim. We want to trim that tree, add in counter tilts. Well, down here on the pricing tab, I've literally added all the adders we have, so you guys can see what that would look like. So here you're going to find your tree trimming, ground mount, rebates, any additional costs or discounts that would be applied to the proposal will show up in the pricing tab, and your gross cost calculated here, net cost calculated here, and you'll see that on your gross cost, in this case it's minus the rebate. So if you're in CPS, you already know you take this number, you subtract rebate, and here's your finance price, which is what you'll find down here in the loan amount. Okay, same thing here, payment and solar plus roof. Okay, oh, scroll back up. All right, so now we're going to cover payment types. This is going to be defaulted to loans all the time. Cash is deactivated, and if you do need a cash price, if you know that you need a cash price in advance, let us know, and we'll incorporate it on here. We'll activate it for you. Otherwise, just let us know, hey, they want to see a cash price. We'll activate the cash price and send you a new link. The only reason I don't have it activated on here now is because so few of our jobs are cash buy deals, and I don't want there to be confusion in the pricing you're showing, because it will always show cash before loan, and you'll have to go in and change it manually each time. So just to avoid that, it's going to be defaulted to loan, and based off where you're at, if you're in CPS, Encore, AEP, you're Houston or Corpus, you're going to get the 20-year 149. If you're PEC, Co-ops, Magic Valley, etc., Austin Energy, you're going to get the 25-year 199, and that will show up automatically right here. But let's just say that your customer is asking you about different terms or wanting a lower payment, or maybe he's a finance person and you talked up FlexPay and they're about it and they want to do FlexPay. Well, once we set the price per watt, you can go ahead and change loan options without worrying about a price difference. So right here, if you click on the drop-down menu, you can see that all of these loans here can be offered based off of this price. So if they wanted a lower payment, let's scroll down a little bit. If they wanted a lower payment and they're okay with an additional 60 payments, you can save them a few bucks a month for that deal. Like I said before, if they want the FlexPay, you can offer them the 20-year FlexPay or even the 25-year FlexPay. And this is going to reflect what their payment will go to after the interest-only period of 17 months. And then, of course, the disclosure on how FlexPay works, essentially. All of these details will be elaborated in the loan docs, of course. Also, if they want to do a 10-year or a 7-year, you can go ahead and swap those over. Price stays the same. On the 7 and 10-year, just based off the conversation you're having, you might be able to offer a discount, but as it stands right now, all these are going to go off this same price. And if ideally you would just offer the default loan, but the option is here, and you don't have to ask for a revised proposal. You don't have to ask for a new proposal. Just click, toggle, show it, get them to sign up. Okay, so once you've got your deal sold, just depending on which one it is, in this case it's roof and solar. I'm going to scroll down, and you're actually going to download this PDF. Now, if you're having internet issues in your low service area and you can't get this proposal to open, then just make sure you let us know, and we'll go ahead and send you the PDF version. But honestly, if your internet's working good enough for you to get the PDF version and download it, it should be good enough to view the web version. So what you'll do is you'll download the PDF. I actually have this on a different screen. Yeah, here it is. So here's your PDF version, just like normal, right? You'll take this, you'll download it, you'll save it, and then you'll come over and you will email proposals, and you will put Gail Rudolph, because that's this lady's name. Proposal. And then you will attach your proposal. And you will send it to us. Just like that. Okay. Once we have the proposal, we're going to go to Enterflow and upload it for you. That way, all you have to do, and actually, if you only have one option, we're going to go ahead and just upload it to Enterflow while you're doing the presentation. Because those typically don't need any alterations, and maybe in a one-off they do, but just to save some time, we'll go ahead and pre-upload it to Enterflow. It's only going to be those situations where you have multiple options like this, where we're going to wait for you to confirm which proposal you sold before we go ahead and upload it to Enterflow. Once it's uploaded to Enterflow, you'll go to your customer page here. Everyone should know how to get to this. Sales rep, dashboard, go to your my deals, and you're going to open your deal, right? And you'll go to view proposal. Everyone should already be familiar with this if you've run at least one of these through Enterflow. Then you'll just skip to pricing tab, and here you are at the pricing tab. So you won't go through the slideshow like you did before because it's redundant. You just covered all this information, and plus it has my name on there anyways. You're just going to skip to pricing tab, and in the pricing, one reason why we're going to wait for you to upload and send, or download and send us a proposal, or notify us which proposal you need uploaded, is so that we can make sure we're getting the right thumbnail put in here, and so we can make sure the right price is put in there, of course. And make sure before you run your docs that this payment and your gross system costs match what is on the proposal that you requested. And then you can go ahead and just apply and get them signed up. And that's it.